Alright, enough talking. Welcome to the 2010s.
Look, now you
Cheers,
just have
everybody.
noodles in your hands. Look at Guga's hand. It's literally noodles in your hands. It's by this dude called Guga Foods, who does like 100 years of stuff. I don't know if it ends in like 2026 or whatever. It'd be like in 1916, in 19 or 26. This is how they made burgers. And then in 1936, this was the style of burgers. And in 1946, and it was like a really cool little build up of like the way people made steaks. So I saw the burger one and I was like, how's about we react to one of them things. So I hope y'all ready. I hope you have your burgers ready with you. I don't, because like Jean ate my burgers. So unfortunately I won't have a burger with you on stream, but I hope you all do. If you don't, come down to Bob's Burgers. We make burgers every day. Let me hit us with like an intro. Today we're watching, I cooked 100 years of burgers, but we're watching this as Bob's Burgers because I'm a professional at making, I make burgers every day. So this is obviously going to be compared slightly with a lot of leniency to my burgers that I make every day. Am I saying I make the perfect burgers? Probably not, but I've been told they're pretty good. So let's see what Cougar Foods has cooked up.
On today's video, I am cooking 100 years of burgers. And we're going to be rating them from 1 to 10 so you know which ones we like best. And we're starting off with this one.
That looks sad.
Is that a burger?
Welcome to the 1910s.
In this decade, the story goes like this. At this time, they served hamburger steaks with a fork and a knife. The person showed up in a hurry, so they said, let me put on some toast for you. And that is how one of the very first burgers were created, in Louis' Lunch, where they still serve the original burger today. Now the interesting thing is how it was cooked.
That
It
is
was
cool. As a burger maker, I can appreciate authentic burger making. So if Louis Food kept the original recipe, that's a W.
in a vertical broiler that looked something like this. At this time, burgers cost 10 cents. Now, obviously, I don't have one of these, so I try to improvise as much as possible. These are
the type of burger you make when there's nothing in the house. Now, why would you say something like that about the 1910s trying their best? It's true, though. For me, it's not even a patty. It's like if you have mince, and then you just like compress the mince as much as possible into like something that resembles a patty.
the cooling racks. I'm hoping they're gonna work just fine. Now for the patty, I chose 80-20. And as you can see, a nice thick one. So after laying down my burger on the cooling rack, I seasoned the patty with a good amount of salt and pepper. Then I immediately put one right on top. As now I got my sears all and started to broil the beef. Surprisingly, it worked extremely well. And I can only imagine the smell that came out of this in the restaurant. Now they were not crazy because they also toasted their buns. And as far as I know, the very first burger had nothing. Just bread and beef. It doesn't get any simpler than that. However, with our research nowadays, they make it like this. And that had a little bit of cheese spread, followed by the broiled beef, a thin slice of onions, and one of tomato.
That is a good
and
combo.
This is one of the first burgers created. But don't forget the original.
I'm not mad at this. I feel like I'd be very mad at how dry the bread on like meat on bread would be. I feel like sauces and like spreads and such sort of keep it from falling up. I feel like with the cheese spread it makes sense now. The 1910s kind of, y'all needed just a couple more ingredients.
With nothing. Now how did it taste? Well, let's try them and rate it.
Looks very different than the burgers we know today.
There's no cheese, but at least there's no vegetables either.
It is basically meat and sandwich bread. Let's see how it tastes. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
I don't care what anybody says.
Gotta taste
That's
like
delicious.
bread on meat.
Look, it's really good, but it feels wrong that it's in toast.
Yes.
I'm okay with it being in toast, but I just feel like it needs some cheese. It needs some sauce.
Funny you said that because nowadays they actually make it like this, sir, and it has cheese
okay,
for
you
you.
see.
Oh, man.
But that's not how it started. That's where we are right now. And this burger.
Okay,
everybody,
you know what I can appreciate from these? They didn't try it laser. I thought it was gonna be like a, we can clearly see that it's bread on meat, and then they go, it's the greatest thing I've had in my whole life type shit. It's like, but it's some bread with some meat in it, you know. They've never been hungry a day in their lives if they've never had it on normal bread. Yeah, Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
I gotta
Or maybe does he not have like not an issue with the concept, just the issue with like them calling it a burger, where it's like then we might as well just call this toast. You know what I mean? Where like it's not wrong that it's on bread. It's am I putting words in his mouth? I don't know. But where it's like it doesn't make sense to call it a burger if it's just some toast. Yeah, I'm saying I don't know.
Oh, that's so much better with the cheese and the tomato and the onions.
Talking about that, there was a huge upgrade from this decade to the next. Check it out.
In the 1920s, White Castle was born. The price started at only 5 cents. That's about 70 cents
Oh,
today.
our
They
economy
are known
has
to
fallen.
have invented the slider and the concept of carrying out. Now, the way they made their sliders are quite unique. First thing to do is to grab some beef. Then, to make them at home, you want to lay down some parchment paper and immediately spread a good amount of beef. You want to get them super flat. So for that, I put another...
There is nothing on this planet that tastes better than a slider. I don't care. Bunless burgers have entered the Not yet. We're still in the 1910s. Please, such burger blasphemy. Oh my gosh. But sliders, dude, you can't tell me shit about sliders. I don't know if it's because it's compact and it's about to finish the whole time you're having it that your body's just like, this is the greatest thing I've ever had. But literally nothing tastes better than a slider. I feel like if you take all the ingredients of a slider and put it in a regular burger, it just wouldn't taste the same. There's something so majestic about holding it like this. But let's
parchment
see.
paper right on top and pressed it with another sheet. Now I laid it down on a cutting board and using the back of my knife, I went ahead and scored the beef. This will allow me to break them once they get frozen. Now I remove the parchment paper, and if you're following the original recipes, you must poke 5 holes. You can do it just by
Wait,
using a
what?
chopstick. Once they were all done, into the freezer it goes to firm up. After about 1 hour, I took it out and look, we got our beef ready to be cooked. But there's one
But
more
it's
thing that
frozen.
we gotta do, and that is to use the onions. They don't use fresh onions on White Castle. They actually use this, dehydrated one. So we gotta bring them back to life. To do that, you just gotta soak them in water. And funny enough, they still use this method today. In case you are wondering what kind of buns I'm using, these are Hawaiian sliders. They're gonna work perfectly for this recipe. So to cook them outside I went. I heat up the cast iron
Why do we
griddle
need
and
the diced
placed all
pattern
of the
though?
onions in there together with the water. Because instead of getting a nice crust on our meat, we're gonna steam it. Yep, right on top of the onions. And funny enough, the bread goes right on top of the beef. That's the way they still do it today.
What?
You see, the idea is that the steam will also heat up the buns. I'm not gonna lie though, it feels
No, isn't it gonna turn it back into like minced mush though? Also, is the top bun gonna be cooked? Nah, that's why. Hold on.
weird putting the bread on top of the beef. Because once it's fully cooked, the next thing is to assemble. First,
Oh,
on
you
one
take
side
it
of the bun,
off.
they add
Okay.
a little bit of mustard. Next, they scoop the onion and the beef. As now there's left to do is to add some cheese, followed by pickles, and top it off with that mustard bun. Now this
Nah, see,
is
but
the
that
White
looks
Castle
grey as
slider.
hell. Now, they did not have the formula down packed in the 1920s. Why does it look so clumsy? It's gotta be 1920s shit. Like, we must have perfected the formula over time because there's something a little grey and like gloomy looking about this burger. And as someone who makes burgers every day, let me tell you right now, your burger's gotta have color and life to it because the more color it is, the more color it's gonna have in your mouth.
The
And that's
1920s,
on
this
burgers
was
of the day.
extremely popular, and costing only 5 cents, it was a hit.
The 1920s burger, White Castle slider.
Well, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I saw it being cooked and
Must be a
I'm not very-
British burger. Or it must have just been the 1920s though, because like it's the 90s. Like I don't know what technology they had back in the 1920s, but I don't imagine it's as efficient as like we've got it now. So I'm just imagining it being like a technical thing more than like a, you know, more than like a locational thing.
excited. Let's say that.
You don't like the steaming action on the raw meat, bro?
There's no crust. This thing is gray and sad,
I
bro.
was about
This
to
This looks like a boiled
say.
burger.
White Castle sounds like we're in the dungeon eating the burger.
There you go. One nickel, everybody. Doesn't get any better than that. Let's give it a try. Tell me. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Let's go.
It's so soft. It's not a good soft.
It's super tender. That's why the pickle is there to give you a little crunch.
We definitely have way better burgers nowadays.
crunch
but
comes
at
from the
start,
pickle?
1920s. This is pretty good.
Tell you one thing, it's pretty good. It's time to go on to the next decade.
the
I don't know about
1930s
that. Pretty good. Spices were not invented in the 1920s. They must have been because they were there in the 1910s. I was about to ask, like, is it just onions and like holes in the meat? That's kind of crazy because, like, if they had salt and pepper in the 1910s, then they had salt and pepper in the 1920s, no? Or was there some sort of like salt and pepper recession that would warrant like a no spice? Like, what's going on?
Good.
Tell you one thing, it's pretty good. It's time to go on to the next decade.
In the 1930s, times were tough.
Unless, sorry, before we get to the 1930s, unless it's like a thing where it's like we're trusting all the flavor to come from the onions, because onions do have like a little sweet thing to them, right? Like if they're like, we're trusting the onion to come with all the flavor, and then the singular gherkin that's on there, or pickle, I don't know. Are gherkins pickle? Sorry, I own a restaurant, I should know that. Are gherkins, yes, okay. So with the singular gherkin that they've got on there, they like, the flavor's gonna come from the gherkin and the onions, I feel. Maybe that's why they didn't like put any effort into spicing the meat, though they should have, you know, from someone who makes burgers every day.
It was the Great Depression, but there's one burger that really stands out from that decade. That would be the Oklahoma Fried Burger. Invented by Ross Davids to keep burgers' prices low, he decided to press a handful of onions into his patties to extend the beef supply. Now to make this burger, there's a very interesting technique, and here's how. First, we go ahead and get the griddle nice and hot. Now place the beef right on top, smash it down a little bit, and as it's cooking, add a good amount of onions. Then of course, smash it down even more. Now this burger doesn't get any easier than that to make, as after flipping it so that the onions can cook, you want to go ahead and toast the buns. Now in its most basic form, this is it. We
See,
got
this
bread,
looks good.
Beef and onions. It is simple, it will feed hungry people, and at the same time, is it delicious? Well, let's find out.
The Great Depression burgers from the 1930s, also known as
See, because how is the Great Depression burger better than the 1920s? Not, I'm guessing pre-depression or start of depression, cracks in the foundation leading to depression side of life. Near a seasoning. Maybe they just like skip that. You know what I mean? Maybe. Let's see. Maybe they just like, maybe it's in the
And
bun.
now place the beef right on top.
Oh girl, ain't shit on that beef. Ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee, ooh wee. The pre-depression burgers is what caused the action. Stop.
Its most basic form. This is it. We got bread, beef, and onions. It is simple, it will feed hungry people, and at the
Yeah,
same time,
see, when they give us the like, what's this profile called?
we got bread,
The
beef, and onions. It is simple.
Jeez, what do you call like the like when something is like a slice starts with a C? Oh my gosh, it's not concavity. It's the fuck, forgot the word. But like when they give us this like little side view of the thing, then like you can kind of see how lack of seasoning it is when it's kind of like this. That's kind of crazy. Oh gosh.
It will feed hungry people, and at the same time, is it delicious? Well, let's find out.
the Great Depression burgers from the
I'm not mad at it though. I'm
1930s.
just mad at the lack of seasoning diffs, but I'm not mad at the ingredients of the burger. Maybe not commercially, because I feel like I can make this at home. I can make any burger. You know what? Never mind.
Also known as the Oklahoma Fried Onion Burgers. Are you guys ready to try this?
Smells great.
Let's try it, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cross section, is the word cross section? Yes, it sounds about right though. But yeah, when you get that cross section of the burger, it's like now you can see there's no seasoning on there.
Oh, that's a lot of onion.
That's too much onion.
That's definitely too much.
There's
onion.
no such
Just
thing
the
as
onion,
too
the
much
patty on
onion.
the bun is just way too simple for me. What do you think, Leo?
The onions have such an overpowering sweetness that's what you get mainly, not a lot of beef.
Yeah, but Leo, come on, bro.
It makes sense at
But
the
you
time.
can't be mad
They
at
have
that.
the money, bro.
Am I the only
Wow.
person that's genuinely an onion per like not raw though, but like I could have just caramelized, pop in mouth, Because I know, okay, I've had like one friend that like did not eat onions at all, like would like take them out of shoes. So I've met someone who hates onions, but is that like a thing that's done in this life? Like, do people not? Because I'm hectically an onion person. This will go hard for me, with a little salt, of course.
Those are tough. I get it. I get it.
When times are tough, you gotta feed a lot of people. Still, this is a delicious burger. Enough. Next decade.
In the 1940s, things were about to change forever. That's when McDonald's was invented. Originally a barbecue restaurant, in the late 40s, they switched to selling only burgers.
Northwest used to eat raw onions. Oh, I remember she had that phase, hey? I remember, yeah. I can't do raw onions. They, like, the fragrance hits my eye from inside my mouth. Because, you know, like, if you smell an onion, then, like, your eyes water and you cry. So, like, for me, if I eat raw onion, like, I can smell it from, like, my palate, and then the smell just goes, and then I end up crying. And it's like, what are we doing? So, like, I don't prefer my meals with tears, personally. But, yeah, caramelized onions, 100%.
A barbecue restaurant, in the late 40s,
McDonald's used to be a barbecue restaurant?
they switched to selling only burgers.
That's crazy. OMG. There used to be a barbecue restaurant?
Fries, drinks, milk.
So look at those prices, bro. 15 cents. Oh, how far we have fallen as a society. Damn it, 10 cents. Man, you get there with a singular coin, walk out with some food. Oh,
Shakes and pies. Also, McDonald's cheeseburger only cost 19 cents. And the way it was made was
telling you.
slightly different than today. You see, at the time, they used a nice, thicker patty, kind of like this one. And it was seasoned with salt and pepper. The crust was not strongly pronounced, but they made sure to toast the buns. And the original cheeseburger had ketchup on the top bun, followed by some onions, and a slice of cheese, followed by the meat.
They
Yep, it
haven't
was
changed the
assembled
formula
up
that much, though. Isn't this kind of still the formula? Like, except now it'd be relish instead of tomato sauce. On a, I want to say Big Mac, but I haven't had McDonald's in like years. So maybe not Big Mac. Oh no, the kitties fucking burger. The kitties burger has like relish. It's this, but like with relish, no? Buying at McDonald's sounds mad. I'm saying, like, what do you mean a barbecue restaurant? Should I start a Bob's Barbecues? No, barbecues take too much time. My passion is in burgers. Let me stick to what I'm good at.
upside down. And there we have it. The original cheeseburger from the 1940s. They don't look like this nowadays because it
The
had more
Kitty's
meat
burger
than
looks
today.
like that.
My hopes is that it's gonna be better.
1940s, the birth of McDonald's, gentlemen.
After school, me and Leo used to go straight to McDonald's and grab some cheeseburgers because they used to be 67 cents.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Are you guys ready to try this burger? Let's see. Please dig in, gentlemen.
do it.
Cheers,
There used to be
everybody.
me once a week when Kitty's meals, the what do you call Happy Meals? 'Cause I used to be like obsessed with the toys. Happy Meals I think used to be like 15 rands because they were 15 rands for like the longest time. And I remember like my little hand would just have like 3 little 5 rand coins out there, and like I'd go order myself. That's how I learned to order things myself. It was the cutest thing. And I just get there, I'm like, Happy Meal, and you do that little hand gesture that like kids do and they don't have their coordinations right. It's like, oh. And you give them all your little 5 rand coins, and then you get a Happy Meal with a toy.
That's a classic.
That's a cheeseburger right there, everybody. Wow.
That's way better than McDonald's.
Especially from the last burger that we had that was more onion than burger. This is
Kitty's toys fell off. Do they still have them even? Sorry, let me stop pausing.
That's way better than McDonald's.
especially from the last burger that we had that was more onion than burger. This is nice, bold, beefy, delicious. Cheese, toppings, everything just blends together beautifully.
Jeez.
Things were getting a little bit better during this time, so they were able to put
Oh,
the
the
cheese in.
fashion was kind of it. Hold
Things were getting
on. Look. Like, I don't know, man. I feel like people in the 1930s used to dress so like, oh my gosh, it's like, oh yes, like, look at that jeans, a leather jacket. I don't know. We need to bring this fashion back. I'm so tired of whatever we've got going on right now. It needs to be this again. Because can you imagine them like adding color to this photo? It would be like color pops. I'm sure this is like a green top. Fucking, oh my gosh. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably like a freaking red ass jacket. Like, I don't know.
A
It
little
just
bit better during this time, so they were able to put the cheese in and not charge an arm and a leg for it. But the onion burger, don't knock that one, everybody. It's delicious. With that being said, let's jump on to the 1950s.
In the 50s,
All
burgers
right.
started changing. It was when the Whopper was invented, the Jack in the Box, Whataburger, Sonic, and the Juicy Lucy. Yep, things started getting really good on that decade. Also, the category we know and love was created. But it didn't look like this. This is actually what it looked like. Now, there's a very interesting burger that was invented in the 50s, and that would be this one.
Oh,
It's
no.
called the steam burger. First up, we gotta get a big patty. And just like the name says, we gotta steam this meat. I placed my patty into the steamer, followed by some white cheddar. Covered
Oh
it up and
no,
let the
oh no.
whole
Okay, so this is where I personally draw the. Remember when I said there's no such thing as too much onions? So I still stand by my statement, but I feel like there's such a thing as too much cheese. And this coming from someone who's like not lactose at all. There's such a thing as too much cheese. Where all you can taste is cheese. Or the texture of cheese, where like every bite is like has that texture. Oh my gosh, no. No, this is doing a bit much, I'm sorry.
steam. Now, instead of using a regular burger bun, they use Kaiser roll. This is quite different than normal buns, and the taste is very light, but also very delicious. And the best part was that it was toasted with butter. The 50s
Ooh,
knew what they
nice.
were doing. So to assemble, it's pretty simple. I lay down a slice of raw onion, followed by some mayo, ketchup, and mustard. Then the tomato goes right on top. We can't forget about the lettuce and pickles, as now it was time for the beef. And we cannot forget one thing, the cheese. To be specific, the steamed white cheddar. Now that is
girl.
a burger. The big question is, how does it taste?
And here we have the 1950s burger.
Damn, that was good.
It does.
Yeah, I saw you making this and you steamed it, so I'm not excited.
Wow, this guy is such a hater. Steaming is okay, everybody, for a burger, I guess, right? Let me know in the comments down below. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Cheers. That last slice is for you. Steamed hams. Is that not a Simpson meme now? Is it? Is it? As you can see, we don't watch The Simpsons around here. We have our shows that we watch.
Yo,
It's a mess.
yeah, it's a mess because it's big.
It's very messy. It's a mess, but it is a very juicy burger, I have to say.
Very juicy, extremely flavorful, even though I'm still missing the crust. But I cannot say anything bad about him.
You know what? It's actually not. It's like you say, the only thing you're really missing is a good crust.
But with that being said, let's jump on to the 1960s.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Part of me is like maybe they just cheese people. You know what I mean? Maybe I'm just not a cheese person. That's the issue I'm having with this. But I feel like they started experimenting with burgers, and that I can appreciate. In character, of course. You can see the salmonella oozing from the steamed burger. No, but it's people that eat raw meat straight off, like the, you know what I mean? Like that just cut off, especially beef. You know, you'd have like, I don't know, someone just like cutting off. Didn't that happen in like a Speed? I think it was this like Speed's Ethiopia stream. So like it's very much a thing. Like people eat beef straight like from the cow. There we go. So check. That is straight off the cow. Oh wait, did they eat it already? They ate it, and this is how they like pop it into their mouths. Hold on.
So you don't even sizzle it a little bit, it's just straight roll, huh? That's it. Straight roll. I feel you. I feel you.
Like literally pop in mouth, spice it up, pop in mouth. Apparently it's really good,
Hey, you gonna feed it in your mouth. And you gonna take
and it's like pa in mouth, boom, boom. So it might be news to us, but it's not news to the rest of the world. I've seen a couple K-pop idols also during like their little like whatever eating segments have like order raw meats. I show Speed tapped into the Speed Force gathering all the speed. That was actually so cool. The Ethiopian like stream where all the speeds just gathered. that was cool. That was really, really cool. Like the juice and like the ooze and you know the state of like it not being well done. Also I feel like not everyone eats like congratulations well done meat, so
The only missing is a good
I don't
crust.
know.
But with that being said,
That I don't have a problem. For me it's the cheese, definitely. I'm just like, for me in my mouth there's such a thing as too much cheese texture. where like it's like, can I taste everything else though? But now that I saw that there's actually a raw onion in there, maybe the cheese takes away from like the power that like the onion would have. I don't know. I'll have to try it. Come to Bob's Burgers.
Right, let's jump on to the 1960s.
In the 1960s, Chick-fil-A was founded, and so was Red Robin's. At this point in time, hamburgers went from being an American classic to slowly spreading throughout the world. However, there's one iconic burger that stands out from the rest, and we're talking about the Big Mac. And funny
Big
enough, it was
Mac.
created because of a competition. McDonald's wanted to compete with the Big Boy hamburger, but instead they created one of the most popular burgers in history. And this is what makes it so famous, the Big Mac sauce. To make it, there are several different versions. The
Yeah,
one
no,
I
they
like the
kinda
most
ate
is
with
this
this.
one. Into a bowl I threw in some mayo, followed by ketchup, mustard, sweet onions, onion powder, grated garlic, butter pickles, white vinegar, salt, and pepper. Mix everything well, and
Yeah.
the Big Mac sauce
I knew that, obviously. I obviously knew that. This is what we use every day. This is what goes into a Big Mac. Like the sauce. Say less.
garlic, butter pickles, white vinegar, salt, and pepper. Mix everything well, and the Big
Oh,
Mac sauce is
stop.
done. This was also one of the very first burgers to use 3 buns. And at first, Big Mac patties were nice and thick. So we're gonna try to do the original version. I seasoned them with salt and pepper. Got a nice crust and they were ready. After toasting up the buns, it was time for the
Yes,
assembly.
sir.
We got
Even
the
that
bottom
middle bun.
followed by a good amount of Big Mac sauce, white onions, shredded lettuce, 2 pickles, that beautiful burger patty we just cooked, American cheese, middle bun, and repeat the process once again.
Yes,
to finish it
sir.
off, just top it off with the top bun. Now this is the original Big Mac. I wish that it still looked like this in McDonald's. Does it taste
Yes,
as good as
sir. I guess we're making homemade Big Macs. I'm telling you. Now that I have the sauce.
it looks? Well, let's find out.
Here we are on the 1960s, the Big Mac, gentlemen, huh?
I've eaten a little bit too many of these in my life.
I had quite a few as well, everybody. Big Mac is a classic.
Yeah, I
These
know they
burgers
ate
don't
with
look
this
authentic.
recipe.
They're too good.
McDonald's wish their patties were this big, right?
I've never seen a McDonald's patty this thick. I'm not gonna lie, Google, I thought you went to McDonald's and you actually just bought a Big Mac.
No.
But now after seeing this, yo, this is no joke.
Let's give it a try, everybody. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, we need to head back to original recipes. See,
Oh,
this is
man.
my thing as Bob's Burgers, owner of Bob's Burgers. I feel like burgers need integrity again. You know what I mean? That hand is kind of crazy. I feel like burgers need integrity again, where we're just like, we're going for taste. We're not going, guys. This is the wildest shot to. Sorry, homie. Let me, please. But like, yeah, burgers just need, where we're just like, we're going for the taste. We're not gonna flunk out on ingredients. We're not gonna, you know what I mean? Like, we're not gonna opt for like the cheaper, less better, thinner patty tasting version of stuff. We just need good burgers that are just out here to be a good burger again. Oh my gosh. Please. Just need a thick
That tastes
patty
like a Big Mac.
burger.
That tastes like a Big Mac.
That sauce is so good.
The sauce is right on the money, right?
Fresh Big Mac sauce is crazy.
Nah, they
And
ate
it's
with
so
the sauce,
juicy.
man.
Like you can squeeze it, you see the juices.
Is it fair to say that is like the golden era of burgers right here?
Pretty much because it's still good today.
True.
That is delicious. And now we're going to go and jump into the 1970s.
Let's go 1970s.
In the 1970s, the burger cost about 69 cents. And the newly
Yo,
invented
dude.
grill at
Wait,
that
hold on. So what was inflation going? So we had, it was what, 5 cents in the 1930s? So it's like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65. It's like 13 times the price by the time of the 1970s. We should have been seeing our like housing crises, food crises, grocery shortage crises coming a mile away when something is 10 times, when a burger is 13 times the cost in like a 20-year period than it was like, because I feel like people probably were already complaining about the prices of things like at this point where they, like you walk into like McDonald's next time and they're like, oh, the burger is 10 cents. And you're like, the burger is 10 cents. That is crazy. That is preposterous. And you just keep hearing that over and over and over and over and over again. And then now it's like 13 times the price. Now we should have been seeing these crises. What are we talking about?
Time was the Big Green Egg. Another historical burger chain was created, Wendy's, and they shocked the world with unique square patties. They really wanted to stand out from the rest. That's one of the reasons they kept saying fresh, never frozen. This is a good thing because fresh meat is always better. Now to cook up the original Wendy's burgers is pretty simple. We got a nice hot griddle and throw in the patty. Of course, don't forget to toast the buns. For the
Yes,
assembly, they
sir.
started with the top bun. First, a good amount of ketchup, followed by mayo. Then on the bottom bun goes one slice of American cheese, followed by that hot square patty, followed by lettuce, a slice of tomato, onions, and pickles.
singular
then
lettuce.
top it off with the top bun.
Yes,
now
sir.
this is Wendy's original burger. Does fresh never
That
frozen
kinda
really
looks
makes a
good.
big deal? Well,
Look at that cross section. Oh, that kind of looks really, really good. Wait, hold on. That does look good. A burger costing $100. And then now make a delivery as well, where like you'll go on the app and they're like, oh, like when you go in stores, the burger's like $100, which is already just like preposterous, right? When like in the 1920s, it was freaking 9 cents, right? Or 5 cents over here. So it's like you get there, it's like, oh, burgers like 100 rand, and then like when you order it on your delivery app, you're gonna get to the app and it's gonna be like, oh, this burger now all of a sudden costs 120 rand, and you're like, okay, I wonder where the 20 rand is going. And you're like, okay, cool, I guess I have like 20 rand more, so that I don't have to drive all the way there. And then like you put it like in your cart. And then you're like, okay, cool, I'm just going to be paying like $120 and then like maybe plus $15 in delivery, right? And then you get to like checkout and then they're like, okay, so your total is like 180. And you're like, that's not 120 plus 15, right? That's or like, where did the other $50 come from? Like, would you like to add tip? Bruh, that's not even tip. Why do things cost? I can't even deal.
well, let's find out.
And here we have the fresh, never frozen.
What's that?
Groovy era. Come on, guys. The 70s. Come on, you gotta hit that.
This guy, man. So this is the Wendy's original burger. I hope I did its justice. Leo, go ahead and grab it.
Damn, there's no crust on this.
No crust because that's the original and the right way to do
Did
it.
did they like not warm the cheese at all? Or is it like slightly warmed but like still maintaining its like shape? Or is it because it's like a thick block of cheese that it still has like its perfectly square shape like that?
Hopefully it's gonna taste fantastic. Enough talking, let's give it a try. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
There's something to be said about fresh, never frozen.
This might be one of my favorite burgers on this list so far. This is damn good.
It's so funny. It got like the little square patty too.
It is a Wendy's burger. You know what it tastes like. It is delicious.
Ooh,
It's
I
still square
actually
today,
don't.
But let's jump into the 1980s.
We don't have Wendy's here, but we can make it at Bob's Burgers. The Bob's Burgers promo is crazy.
era when I was born.
Damn.
Now we're in the 80s, and burger prices were on the rise. At this time, another huge burger joint was open.
Oh, now they're on the rise when they were 13 times the price last burger. No, like we need that 5 cents economy back, please.
And burger prices were on the rise. At this time, another huge burger joint was opened, created by a father and his 4 sons. These 5 guys wanted to choose quality and flavor over profits. And I'm talking about 5 Guys.
Five
And I'm
Guys.
going to be making their all-the-way burger. I mean, take a look at this burger. It is incredible. They do something most burger joints don't do. Let me explain. That one has sauteed onions and mushrooms. Just cook them up like you normally would and no big deal. But I want you to notice one thing.
Oh.
There's no seasoning on them.
This is gonna sound absolutely diabolical, but I need us all to hop on to mushrooms that are like raw. There is nothing better tasting than when you just take that mushroom out the little bag, wash it and pop it in your mouth. Ooh, like when it's fried, it's good. When it's fried, it's good. Cool for breakfast, cool for burgers, cool for all sorts of things. But when you just like, y'all need to hop onto this. This. Let me put you guys on game. Raw mushrooms, greatest thing. Lost me at there's no seasoning in them. Okay, but there's like mushrooms. I feel like mushrooms just have their own like texture and taste that like might make this work. Sorry, back to the burger. Back to the burger.
All the way burger. I mean, take a look at this burger. It is incredible. They do something most burger joints don't do. Let me explain. That one has sauteed onions and mushrooms. Just cook them up like you normally would and no big deal. But I want you to notice one thing. There's no seasoning on them at all. And the same goes for the burger patties. The interesting thing is that if you want seasoning on your burger, you gotta ask for it in Five Guys. And I totally understand where they're coming from. Because the American cheese they put on it, it already has plenty of salt. So once the burger is perfectly cooked, they go ahead and add 2 slices of American cheese and put an additional patty right on top. Toast up the buns. Once that's done, the bottom bun gets a little bit of ketchup, followed by mustard, those beautiful sauté onions, mushrooms, crispy bacon, a good amount of mayo on
Nah,
the top
see,
bun.
everything checks out because you don't need seasoning in the burger patty if you've already got like bacon that, like, yes, we salt it, but it does have its own salt. The ketchup has its own taste. The mustard has its own salty thing going on there. The onions have their own like sweet little sweetness that they come through with. The whatever, is that mayo? I don't know. Whatever sauce that is comes in with its own taste. So I feel like you don't really notice that there isn't spice on the burger patty because of all the other spices going on there.
Followed by shredded lettuce, pickles, and a slice of tomato. As to finish it up, we go ahead and add those beautiful burger patties with the
And the
cheese
cheese.
and top it off with the bun. Now this is the Five Guys all the way burger. Now how does
And it
it
looks so
taste?
And here we
tall.
got the 1980s.
Oh, it's nothing better than like a tall burger. That's how we end up with tasteless Rocco Mama's burgers. Now, what we're not going to do in this chat is shit on Rocco Mama's burgers. Okay? I like Rocco Mama's burgers. Not more than I like Bob's burgers. But Rocco Mama's burgers are pretty good, if I do say so myself. And like, you can always add toppings that make the burger make sense. Okay, if you don't like the taste of just like the 1910s bun on like fucking the patty, then like you can individually put in the things that you want that are gonna make the burger into the burger that you want to eat. It's like build a bear but make it burger. They also have shoestring fries that are really, really good. So what I'm saying is come to Bob's Burgers.
Man, you're old, but your burgers are fire though.
So this is Five Guys.
I've been to Five Guys. I never had this much lettuce on the burger though.
Oh, well, that's because you ordered the wrong way.
You order it plain for
Cheers,
Oh no,
everybody.
why would you take
Oh.
things off in a tasting?
Out of all the decades, we start going up, boy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, we start going up in flavor.
This is the first one with bacon. Out of the whole
Yes.
thing, the first one. I don't
Yes.
even like bacon like that.
What?
But on a burger, it's so perfect.
Bacon on a burger is just so damn good.
But now let's jump on to the next one, the 1990s.
Now that's a good era right there.
Come on, baby, me and Angel.
In the 1990s, things were not very healthy, and Pizza Hut invented the stuffed crust pizza. That was a hit. There was one burger that was also a hit. It was called the Big and Tasty from McDonald's. They made that to fight the Whopper from Burger King, and the Big and Tasty had its own sauce. To make it, it was pretty simple. Into a food processor, I threw in 1 egg yolk, followed by oil, and blend everything on high. Then I added paprika, followed by salt, sugar, garlic powder, mustard, barbecue sauce, and lime juice. Now blend everything on high, and there you have it, the Big and Tasty sauce. Now it's called Big and Tasty for a good reason. We got a big burger.
That's how we make our burger of the day. We just tweak these recipes ever so slightly.
So it starts off on the grill, and unlike Five Guys, it gets seasoning. A good amount of salt followed by freshly ground black pepper. Now to assemble, it's pretty simple. We got a good amount of Big and Tasty sauce, followed by Swiss cheese, that monster patty that was just cooked, another slice of cheese, shredded lettuce, diced onions, tomatoes, and that big top bun. Now this is the Big and Tasty. I can't believe McDonald's took this one out of the menu. I can understand the reason why, and you're about to find out really shortly. Because take a look at this burger. Come on now. I could have that burger any day.
Welcome to the 1990s.
Also, there's
you
something
see?
like vaguely healthy looking about these burgers. Because, like, on paper, right, burgers are supposed to be healthy, but I don't know if, like, our veggies have just lost their, like, will to live on a burger. But, like, this looks like you're having some veggies with some bread and some meats. You know what I mean? Things weren't healthy, especially in the 90s. I don't know about that. What do you mean? Things weren't healthy. We had like freaking Cocoa Pops for breakfast. What are you talking about? Like a bowl of sugar with the commercial sitting there talking about healthy alternatives for breakfast. And they're talking about a bowl of fucking like chocolates.
I could have that
But oh, sorry, I was saying that like this looks healthy as fuck. Like this looks like veggies with some meat. I don't know.
burger any day.
Welcome to the 1990s.
Ah, you see, in the 90s they did it right.
That's a big burger.
There's a reason it's called Big and Tasty, everybody. So the Big and Tasty is Big and Tasty. Let's try it and let's rate it. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers.
Bro.
Bro, that is so thick.
It's a big patty.
Completely different than anything we've had. And the cheese is different too.
I don't know how I feel about the cheese.
Really?
I think
Oh,
American
finally.
cheese would have been better.
It's good, but it's so different.
Oh
than
wait, what? Okay, maybe he just wants a different cheese. For me, I feel like I'm just not a make something as cheesy as possible type person. I think that would be my one. Like, it wouldn't be a gripe. I don't think this is like an excessive amount of cheese, especially because it's not like like. I don't want to ruin cheese for you, but like a snot textured looking type of cheese. So I don't have like a particular issue with this, but it is like 2 cheeses. Where I was like, or 3 even with the. No, the sauce isn't cheese. Never mind. Don't know what I'm saying.
Let's jump into the 2000s.
Now I'm a teenager.
Now, in the 2000s, Wendy's was having a problem. Since their owner passed away, they created the Baconator so that it will blow up with young men. And that's exactly what happened. It
Go
saved Wendy's
Baconator.
from selling the company. And the burger costed about $4. The Baconator still exists today. And to make it, it's quite simple. First, we need to cook up 2 square patties. And don't forget, fresh, never frozen. Give your buns a nice toast, then add in mayo and ketchup. Both of the patties got American cheese, followed by 3 slices of bacon each. Now place one on top of the other and lay it down on that bottom bun. Now this is the Baconator. And even today, it
Okay,
makes
that
a
looks
lot of
good.
young men really happy. Don't believe me? Well, here we go.
That
The
looks really good.
2000s, the Baconator.
The year of no vegetables. Let's go.
We just had bacon for the first time on a burger, and now we have too much bacon on a burger.
You ready to give it a try? It is still going on today, so let's see if the Baconator is actually a good nader or a bad one. Wow, that was so cheesy.
That was so cheesy. God
The good
damn,
nader
bro.
or the bad nader.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Damn.
This tastes almost identical to the Wendy's Baconator.
Yeah, half pound of beef, 6 slices of bacon.
I mean,
It's crazy good, and by far the unhealthiest burger on this list so far.
Yeah, but it's the tastiest.
Yeah, but it's the
one, I'll
most
tell you.
protein.
good.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you want gang protein? I don't know. I'm not mad at it.
But on 2010, things started getting a little weird.
This is when social media is at its peak. And everybody
Yeah, you
wanted
see,
to
this
have
is
the next
exactly where we
burger.
lose
That's
me.
when
This is exactly where we start losing me. Please, things that are just not buns. You're out here sweet potato fucking fries. Okay. Just can we stick to the authenticity of the burger? I feel like this is where the world just started going left. You know how like we're always just like, oh, take me back to like 2008, like 2008 or 2010 or 2011 or whatever. That's when things made sense and it wasn't some random shit on a burger. That Baconator looks like it will cause my heart to take a screenshot. You don't want gang proteins in your body simultaneously. I don't know. I feel like I kind of fuck heavy with that Baconator. I'm not gonna lie. Not as like a regular thing, because the oils are kind of crazy. But as like it's giving a good road trip. You're just on a road trip. You've stopped in the middle of nowhere on your road trip. And you just stop at what they say is from Wendy's. Stop at like a Wendy's on the way to wherever you're going. And just get yourself a Baconator. You know what I'm saying? Baconator and like a fucking, I guess would be a soda or whatever. I don't know, something to drink. And you just protein the fuck up. Or when you come from the gym and you're like sore as fuck. Because I don't really like it's okay, I hadn't gymmed in a while. So back when I used to like gym and like do like hectic boxing training, right? Like I'd always come back like really super sore and stuff. And then like for your muscles to repair efficiently, you need to like take in protein, because that's what like aids in muscle repair. So if like you're having like a cheat day, you know what I mean? Because like it's another thing with like boxing training, they'd always be like, you can't out train a bad diet, and then like now you just like feel really bad about like eating anything that's that's like unhealthy. But if you're having like a cheat day, and a cheat day that you're serious about it being a cheat day, freaking Baconator, where we're not having a cheat day lights, where it's not just like a maybe I'll just have a slice of chocolate cake, you know. So like no, if you're having like a day where we're cheating the whole diet plan, Baconator sounds like it would be really good. So road trip, cheat day, Baconator.
This was invented, the ramen burger. Now, if you've never
Girl.
tasted this, you should, as this
No.
was very popular in the 2010s.
No.
But the original version,
No, as Sparkleberry Bob and as actual Bob Belcher, no. No to this, no to sweet potato fries. As Bob, though, I like sweet potato fries. They're kind of cute. But Bob says no.
it was like this. First thing, the noodles. You want to get 2 containers just like this. Lay down some clinch plastic so things would get out easy. Once you have both of them, go ahead and cook some instant noodles and mix them up with some eggs. You should have a texture like this in the end. Now place them on a bowl that we just made. Press them down with another container, as now you want to go ahead and cook them until they're fully solid. Because you want to toast those noodles exactly the same way you do with buns. Oh yeah, now you can be as creative
But then
as
I
you
just
like
have
going forward.
noodles.
But the original version was like this. You want to go ahead and cook up some quail eggs, get them nice and crispy. To assemble, you want to use a little bit of teriyaki sauce on the bottom noodle bun, followed by that burger we just cooked, and those fried quailed eggs. Finish it off with more teriyaki sauce,
Girl,
and of
what?
course the top noodle bun. Now get ready for an Instagram photo and post it online, as this was very popular in the 2010s. The question is, how did it?
No, anything ever was popular in the 2010s, because ain't no way. Noodles, I'm saying, like, I'd rather just have, like, a good bowl of, like, ramen, where it's just, like, a good, you know what I mean? Like, it's good bowls of ramen. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me show y'all. All I search is freaking ramen. Look at the. Would you not rather have like a hearty bowl? Or like if I'm about to have ramen, I'm not about to dry it the fuck up. You know what I mean? Like, like look at how hearty this looks. Just like, oh, you slurp the broth when you're done. Oh, fuck out of here, man. Look at that. Look at this. Got the little Naruto, and they're like very popular in the 2010s. We have the same 2010s. I mean, it might be regional. Maybe it just never made it here, because we would have just been like, dude, if I want ramen, I will have this. This is what I'll have. Give me a bowl of this. You know what I'm saying? I'll have this. Don't try put it on my burger. I want buns. Same way I'm not open to like pub burgers as a concept. What are we doing?
Taste. Well, let's find out.
And here we got 2010s.
Yeah, things got weird.
That is not a burger.
Come on,
Like-
man.
What is that? That's noodles on a patty.
Like, dude.
Okay, can we just try it before it
And
breaks?
look now, when you cut it, the noodles are still behaving the way noodles would behave. Just what?
Enough talking. Welcome to the 2010s.
Look, now you
Cheers,
just have
everybody.
noodles in your hands. Look at Guga's hand. It's literally noodles in your hands. This is so upsetting. Gosh.
They're pretty good though. Pretty good. Okay, hold on. Nobody told me that the noodles were flavored. Is there like some kind of teriyaki sauce or something on it?
100%.
Damn, I hate to say it, but this is actually good.
It is delicious, everybody. I'm telling you.
You made it once. I'm glad you made it again. But damn, this is the messiest burger in the world, okay?
This is a really good burger, but not as good as the burgers we have nowadays, like the burger that changed my life, Google's creation.
This is a smash burger, everybody. I highly recommend.
That's where you ended it. You're making it look like that's what represents us, though. No, make the 2020s burger. That's back to being a bun. Oh my gosh. W video, though. W video. Please, don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe to Google Foods. Really cool like food videos in general. Another 100 years of steak. I don't know if he has 100 years of anything else, but we have 100 years of chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like if y'all like these 100 years type of videos, Google Foods is your guy. Don't be shook. Don't be shook by what you see. I need us to all act normal. I need us to act like we see this every day. This is how it is every single day. For anyone wondering. Welcome to Bob's Burgers. Totally normal stream.